If he shows up and does the exact right thing, he can win the fight. If he don't do the right thing, which I don't see him doing, I don't know why he would at this point in his career. I don't know.
Spectacular. You know, I told everybody Terence Crawford's pound for pound #1. Most journalists and writers in the sport have ranked Terence Crawford.
Difficult. He needs to handle and maintain the speed and improve his power. That's what I did. Like, maintain your speed and improve your power.
Roy Jones Jr. didn't hold back when sharing his thoughts on a potential matchup between Terence "Bud" Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. According to Jones, Crawford has all the tools needed to dominate Mayweather in the ring. He praised Crawford's sharp instincts, punching power, and ability.
You're leaning towards Crawford, is that correct?
I'm not saying I'm leaning toward him. I love both guys. Both guys are great fighters. Well, I can't say I'm leaning. I am leaning toward Crawford. I am. And not because Canelo is not a great fighter, but because I don't know. There's a lot of I don't knows about Canelo. You feel me? So I don't know if Canelo is hungry. I know Bud is hungry. Bud stays hungry. I don't know if Canelo's hungry. Bud has never got the recognition for what he deserves like Canelo has. You understand me? So Bud is still hungry for that recognition. When you're hungry like that, a determined man, it's very hard to detour.
Roy Jones Jr. believes Terence Crawford possesses a level of skill that few fighters in history can match. He points out 5 key strengths that make Crawford special. First, his exceptional ring IQ, the ability to read opponents, adapt instantly, and change tactics mid-fight. Second, his switch-hitting ability, fighting effectively from both orthodox and southpaw stances, keeping rivals guessing. Third, his precise timing and setup, knowing exactly when and how to throw each punch, mixing feints, jabs, and body shots to break defenses. Fourth, his masterful footwork, using angles and movement to control distance, avoid punishment, and stay ready to counter. And finally, his intelligent power, not just hitting hard, but landing with perfect accuracy at the right moment. According to Jones, these qualities combined make Crawford a complete fighter, one capable of outthinking and outclassing almost anyone who steps into the ring with him.
I'd rank him probably in your top 10, maybe even your top 5.
Where do you rank Terence in your opinion?
I put him in the top 15, maybe the top 10. Because he definitely has the skill of a top 5. Just that he hasn't had the opposition that some guys were able to get. And that's not his fault. He just made one of the best fighters in his weight class look like nobody. That's pretty damn good. Now he proved what we already thought. We just didn't see him against the best opposition near his weight class. See, this is the thing people don't understand. This is what I like about Bud. He reminds me of Roy. We ain't got to have the best opposition in our weight class. We want the best opposition near our weight class.
There's been discussion that maybe, Crawford and Inoue are going back and forth tussling for pound for pound, that maybe Inoue because of the multiple weight divisions. You're shaking your head no. Tell me why no.
Because Inoue also, when he first moved up, he lost to Donaire. Don't forget that. Bud ain't lost nobody. Moving up or down, he moved up 3 times. He lost nobody. Don't tell me he better than Bud, no.
Roy Jones Jr. believes Terence Crawford is currently at the absolute peak of his career, undefeated, experienced, adaptable, and still as motivated as ever. He calls it a rare combination in modern boxing. According to Jones, Crawford has consistently shown that he can adjust to any opponent, maintain power across weight classes, and fight intelligently both inside and outside the pocket. At around 167.5 pounds, Jones says Crawford now possesses the perfect mix of speed, strength, and ring intelligence, a balance that gives him every tool needed to control any fight. In Jones's view, this moment could be Crawford's defining era, the time when he cements his legacy and etches his name permanently into boxing history.
As Canelo Alvarez has been a great fighter his whole career, people like Erislandy Lara gave you the blueprint on how to beat him. People like Floyd Mayweather also gave you the blueprint on how to beat him. But Bud is more fierce, more fearsome and more angrier and more meaner than both of those guys. So if they showed you the blueprint, Bud gonna go out there, take that blueprint and do even more with it, which is what Bud did. So it was never a question in my mind whether Bud really was going to outbox me, just if he could take the punch. And right away he showed, bam, he could take the punch. So I knew from that point, if he just slow him down, which he did, he'd be okay. Then late in the fight, what other people still didn't see, late in the fight, Bud started hitting Canelo's body. One of those body shots, I think about the 7th or 8th round, hurt Canelo. I was like, whoa. Bud hit him in the right spot then, and he got Canelo's respect with that too. So Bud fought a very, very awesome fight, fought a beautiful fight, very tactical.
Very controlled.
Yes, it was a beautiful fight for boxing.
It was a beautiful fight. Bud got hit with some shots.
He did. He got
hit with some single shots going out. He's going out and Canelo, if he has you trapped in the corner,
or along the ropes, it's typically 1 to 2 big shots. You know that if you've watched him.
Yep.
So you could tell Crawford, as he was going out, he knew the one shot was coming, and several times it landed. He even got hit with a 2-piece. I don't remember what round it was, uppercut right hand that Crawford took well. So when you started seeing him absorb the shots, if you're Team Crawford, you don't want him to take that shot. But if you started seeing that, now you know that, okay. And I think that's what gave Crawford the green light to stay there a little bit longer.
He smiled about it.
He smiled about it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that smile can be a lie, and sometimes that smile can mean what I think it meant for Crawford, which is, oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was.